I'm rated 70% for major depression, all 5 buckets filled. So for just real quick, I want to make sure you understand this. The buckets don't exist yet, so that's just your self-assessment. I want to make that very clear. Your assessment may not be the same as the examiner's assessment. Okay, why be automatically upgraded to 100%? The answer is no. No, you
And that's a great
must.
question.
Yeah, you must. And this is probably the most common question that's going to come out of this. I'm rated for mental health, tinnitus, sleep apnea, whatever else. Changes happen. Is the VA going to increase my increase my disability or decrease my disability or take away service connection? The answer is no. No, they are not. Okay. You have to prompt the VA to get an increase. You're at 70%. If you do truly fill all 5 buckets and you have a single disability rated at 100%, I think every day you go for that because that's the way to SMCs for real. Jason, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, absolutely. So what you need to do, and this is a great segue because we're going to end up kind of leaving mental health unless there's questions and talk about these other things too. So, but this is a great one to wrap up mental health with. What do you need to do today for the mental health changes, right? Preparing for these changes. One, for this example, awesome. You know where you're at. Start having those conversations for real with your provider and make sure that they're annotating that in your medical files, right? Make sure that they're writing that stuff down. Call them out in a nice way to put in those 5 domains, right? Hey, look, here's the way I kind of word things. I'm very much a you get more with honey than you do with vinegar type of a person when I'm trying to get things done. So if I had a external from the VA provider, my conversation would be, hey, so-and-so, whatever your connection is, I'm working with the VA on my mental health stuff, and I'm putting in a new claim so I can get reimbursed for my medical expenses for all of this stuff. And, it would be helpful if we can outline the 5 specific areas that they really want me to focus on. And if we could talk about the severity in each one on a 0 through 4 rating schedule, kind of a rating system, with 4 being the most impactful. Can you help me with that? Yeah, sure. Okay, great. Then you can start having those conversations. And then who knows, maybe they'll write you a letter that just says all of that information and that here's the 5 areas of concern and here's your impairment, right? On a 0 through 4 scale. Completely impaired at a 4 and, doesn't bother you at all at a 0. Start doing that now. Get all of that, because sometimes, look, this stuff doesn't happen overnight, right? One visit isn't going to fix all of this stuff. You need to start building it, building, developing all of your evidence and making sure you have it there. Again, a broken record, it's $1 million deal. Treat it like it is, because the more effort you put in, the less heartache you're going to have, because nobody likes getting denied or rated lower than what you should be. Nobody likes going through the appeal process. It's a lot of anxiety, and especially on the mental health side. I mean, look, there's already enough anxiety. One more screwdriver turning a screw on you is like, you just don't need it. So take your time, put it in an intent to file if you haven't already, and start developing your mental health claim appropriately. Do not rely on the C&P examiner to get it right for you, because I'm in agreement with Clay on that aspect. They're not going to help you, especially in this. There's no way. There's way too much to unravel in a 30-minute to an hour-long mental health session, right? With somebody that you've never met before. It's the weirdest thing. So you need to front load it with as much evidence as you can, and work on that today as how you prepare for tomorrow. Clay.
Yeah, I think that, honestly, I'm probably going to steal that from you, Jason, because that is the biggest takeaway from this, is front load evidence specifically for mental health, because it is just a 1-hour exam is not going to, at a one-time visit with someone you've never met before, it's not.
You're not gonna show all your car. You're gonna keep stuff in, and it's just not. Yeah.